Everyone, it's the James and Greg Show.
It's week 4 of the Amazing Race.
9 teams remain. Who will be eliminated?
Which 2 teams will be eliminated?
2 teams, Greg?
As they go to Nice, France.
France, fancy France. 2 teams, Greg. 2 teams gone.
Stick around. Let's recap of week 4.
Yes, week 4, 9 teams remain. Who will be the 2 eliminated?
Wow, you sound just like Phil.
Oh, no, I don't. He says spa.
Spa.
And
Spa massage.
Massage. I do not sound like him.
Oh,
but
it was a 2-hour episode?
I'd love to be him one day. It was a 2-hour episode.
Have his job? Or do you want to be Phil?
I want kind of his job.
Okay, there we go.
Because that job is amazing.
I know.
Come on, think about it. Where you're going, what you're doing. He doesn't have to do any of the things unless he wants to try them out.
All right, and he writes most of his own stuff, I found out.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
So that's a great gig.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's do that as like a team, Greg. Team
Okay.
host, just
There
in
we go.
case he
Like
doesn't
we're
want to
doing
do it
that.
anymore.
So the team started in Tangier.
Yes.
And flew to France.
France.
Nice, France.
Yes. Nice. Oh my gosh. Were those the twins that said that? We're going to Nice. And then they were going to like a castle called, God, I can't even remember. It was Saint-Tropez.
Yeah.
But they said Saint-Tropez.
Yeah.
Saint-Tropez.
Oh, wasn't that Cody?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Cody said, because it was like Lesbos or something.
That was
but
the
it was
name of the castle.
It was Les Beaux. And he's like, Lesbos Castle?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, let's just keep it at that.
Yeah, we learned
that
a
was
lot.
endearing.
We learned a lot of different things throughout this race. I want to point out as we go and who can do stuff and everything like that.
Yes, let's talk about that.
So they went to the small Saint-Tropez.
Saint-Tropez.
And the first roadblock was ready. Who's ready to break wind?
It's really funny, and then you go, oh, you are.
Yes. And that was the little boats.
Yes, the dinghies. Oh my gosh. Those dinghies made those people look so dingy.
Right. And it was called an optimist boat. And it's what kids in Saint-Tropez like to learn how to sail.
I learned how to sail on one of those in San Diego, at San Diego
Really?
State, because we had a sailing class that you had to get 1 credit in order to graduate. Well, you could take any kind of aquatic class, and that's the one I took.
Uh-huh.
It was not easy.
Oh, I bet.
You had to capsize and like turn your boat back over.
Oh.
These guys were a mess.
Yeah, but it was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch, but I felt the pain that they were going through because we did it. It took us like a whole semester to do it right.
Well, I even knew to put the keel down. There's a lot. I'm watching them. It's like, why's the keel not down?
Yeah, the keel.
And they were like not being able to navigate or anything. It's like, okay.
There
Well,
you
they
go.
finally got it.
Yeah, I mean the guys that were rowing were hilarious.
That and Calvin, right? The older
What?
basketball player.
Oh, Cedric and Sean?
Cedric, yeah. He couldn't fit in the boat.
No, he was very big.
And when he had to move the sail, he had to lean back and push it over. And
Oh my
mess it
gosh,
back
he
up.
was sinking in it.
Yeah, he's so big.
It was
heavy.
so great. Well, they were exhausted. Let's talk about Calvin.
Oh, well, one last thing is
Calvin.
Team
You got me
Yell.
calling him Calvin. Oh, Team Yell. Yeah, well, we're in the boats.
Yeah.
Was that you losing part of your tooth just
Yes, it
now?
was. Evan,
Poor
right?
Evan.
Yeah.
She's like, that thing comes swinging around. You know, they always tell you to duck in those things, but that thing comes swinging around and cracked her tooth. And she actually saw it go on the ground.
Yeah. And she knew it happened.
I wonder if she picked it up and they put it back on.
Right.
Can you do that?
No.
I'm on. You might be able, like a finger.
Or rebond it?
Can you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't believe so. I think they just bond new.
I don't think
fake
I would have
tooth in.
continued. I would have been in such like dramatic shock. Like my face right now is not good. I know that.
Now-
Because I am going through a crazy, I had to wave to somebody that was going by, fan. I'm going through this crazy thing that Hugh Jackman is going through. And I have basal cell, it's the start of cancer on my face. So I have it right here. And so I'm using this cream to like bring it out. And hopefully it'll just come out. It's because of lack of sunscreen. If I would have chipped my tooth, I'm telling you, that's my selling thing. These are the best thing I have going.
Those are all real?
Yes.
No veneers?
No cavities
No
either.
caps?
I'm knocking on the table.
No caps?
What's a cap?
I guess no caps. So coming out of the...
I was showing everyone inside my mouth so they could say. My sister's the same.
It's like
no
his Tinder
cavities.
profile.
But my face is a mess.
So-
Hopefully I'll be cute.
Oh, we're talking about the Amazing Race.
Oh, back to that.
So the last two out of the roadblock were the basketballers and the twins.
Basketballers and twins, and woo-wee.
So they ended up going to a detour. The detour was bread or tread.
Bread or tread. The bread was baking, and the bread guy that was the baker, like the French dude,
Right.
was hot. He was cute.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
He was cute.
And they were making baguettes.
Baguettes. Oh yes.
So they had to get the dough, weigh the dough, cut it out, make the little dough
Yeah.
part
You know who
of
is terrible at that?
it. Toad Boy. Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Your friend that made your eyes roll just now.
Toad Boy.
He was terrible. He doesn't have a sense of like
Adventure or learning or curiosity or endearing qualities.
Okay, I was just gonna say he doesn't have a sense of like being a factory worker, because that's what you kind of are. It's
Right.
like, make it this size, make it right, go to the next one. Like his cookies at home must be all different sizes when he makes cookies.
Yeah. So they took 30 pounds of dough and made 50 baguettes.
Yes,
The trad was making a sandal.
yes, that was kind of interesting.
Right.
They were the ugliest sandals. Do you
Yes,
think?
I wouldn't wear
I
them.
mean,
I don't wear sandals.
but with the bottoms on them like that?
Surely they put a tread or something on it.
Surely.
To cover it up, they stitch a tread, I would think. But I haven't been to Saint-Tropez. So.
No. Do you know the way to Saint-Tropez?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the way to Saint-Tropez? That's not the song.
It's been so long since No, it's San Jose.
I know, but I think someone else got confused
Yeah,
with
so
that
they were
too.
singing it. Yeah, they were singing it. So basically everyone that did the tread got it done first. Mm-hmm. Right?
It was an easier task.
Yeah.
It was like nailing things into a shoe.
Right.
Well, a sole.
So basically,
I got
the way we rolled
soul.
into it was.
Did you love those puns that were given there? Remember, one was put your soul into it. You
Yes.
love puns, Greg.
Yes, that's one of
Put
the
your
things I
soul
was going to
into
say.
it. And then the other guy was like, "We're on your heels."
I know. I love it. That's what I was going to say. We learned, we got a hint of it last week, that the twins love to do puns.
They do.
They do puns the whole time.
That is you. You're punny.
Makes it hilarious for me.
Yes.
We also learned that Jess cannot drive.
That's true.
She goes, I can drive. My wife and I looked at each other like, she can drive? Which evidently is a thing nowadays, but she can
Kids
drive.
can't drive. And here's another thing. The twins can't back up the car. Like, at all.
I did not put it in reverse.
I'm like, don't you push down? Wait, here, I'm in this
it's
car.
either here or
Yeah,
it's here.
but it's down.
Yeah, it's
and
either
back.
down. Oh, well, it can be depending on European, but it usually has an R or something. Usually numbers, and then there's a letter.
Wait, maybe R is not the word for reverse in
I know, but you would think, oh, well, here's all these numbers, and here's a letter. I wonder what this letter does.
park. Or the other letter
Well,
does
there's
something
no
else.
park on a manual, but
Oh, that's true.
so yeah, just think, are curious.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm driving if we're ever doing a stick shift, because I can drive a stick shift.
I could drive a
Okay.
stick shift. I was raised on a convertible Bug. That was my car, my first one.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
I
I
had
know
a
how to
stick
pop
shift.
the clutch. I know how to start us in second if we need.
Yeah,
all that.
Yeah, but it was funny that they don't know how to drive in reverse.
Sad.
So at the pit, right before the pit stop was the second head-to-head.
Oh yeah, I love the head-to-heads. Oh, and this one was called Pot Tonk.
Petanque.
Patonk. Patonka-donk. Oh,
I
give
knew
me
you
my
were doing-
patonka-donk.
I knew that
Okay,
was coming.
but it was fun looking. I would
it's
totally
bocce ball.
play that. I know, but with a little tiny ball.
Well, bocce ball is very similar to that.
It is, but this one's patonk.
And you're not drinking Italian wine, you're drinking French wine.
And those balls looked heavier.
Yes, they look
'Cause
like
they're
metal balls.
Yeah, not wooden. So
It was fun. Well, the way it came out, the last two playing were the lifeguards and the ballers.
oh my gosh, the poor lifeguards. He breaks down a lot and gets
Well,
a
he
little
was
angry.
pissy.
He's
And
got pissy
she's a
pants.
very
fragile.
fragile. very
She's
fragile.
emotionally fragile.
She's going to explode later on.
Yes, it's going to be great.
Mind you, they're probably only a week into it, and this is a 3-week race.
Oh shoot! No, that's already this
she's already this
crazy.
emotional,
Oh my
so.
gosh!
So anyway, it came down to the last toss, and the basketballers were eliminated.
Yes, and you know what, Cedric and Sean, congratulations! You did really well. You were exhausted on the last leg. You had to stack boats again on this leg just to try and catch up, and that didn't help.
Right.
It was easy, but it didn't help. And you know, one of y'all had 3 heart attacks already, but you really gave it your all.
Yeah, it was good. And the way it came down across this leg was the Indy boys first with Toad Boy, the Big Brother team, then Team Extreme, only because they got there first, but they lost the first 2 head-to-heads. So they came in third, followed by the Eaters, the Violinists, Yale Twins, and the Lifeguards.
Oh gosh.
So that was end of the first hour.
I didn't get the Twins when they were like, why were they so like anti wanting to wear Speedos? Do you remember that?
Because they're like me and have body issues.
Don't have body issues, Greg. Just wear a Speedo. It's European. Do it. It's for the country.
You're probably wearing a Speedo now.
I am actually. It's very bright. Could show or not. Anyway, okay, so now let's get to the next leg. Okay, so that was a whole episode. Done. I don't know if I like this 2 episodes in one night. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Well, Lesbos is where they were going. They stayed in France this time.
Lesbos.
And this is probably where we found out that she couldn't drive, if I
Yes.
remember correctly. So they left 12 hours later, and they ended up going to an ancient castle.
The Lesbos Chateau.
The Lesbos castle.
Lesbos Chateau.
And they knew they were going to have to lick the Lord block there.
Did you say lick it?
Yes. Yes. What?
I don't know. Stop it. Keep going.
Yeah, you think they were going to have to weave some rugs. But no, it was basically who wants to go medieval, and they had to build a trebuchet. Now, trebuchet is a very cool device that uses counterweights to fling things, as opposed to a catapult, which uses stress.
Trebuchet. Why do you know so much about the trebuchet, Greg?
Love siege weapons. But,
He does?
Yeah, but half the teams thought they were building a catapult, and they weren't.
Oh.
Because the catapult, it's a big one thing, and they bend it down, and it flings it.
Yeah.
The trebuchet has a counterweight, and you load it up, and you let it go, and the counterweight flings it.
Oh, okay.
So more
I didn't even
advanced.
realize that even after I watched the episode.
The more you know.
Oh,
So while one team member was building it, the other team was put in the stocks. They had
Yes.
to watch in a very uncomfortable position.
yes, with their little arms stuck like this, and very sad.
Right.
I would have let you build the trebuchet.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Totally.
yours thing. And you know what was very funny? Because after someone or 2 people built them and they flinged them off, what were those weird graphics? It was like Wonder Woman in the 70s.
That bad
where they like
explosion.
Yeah, they'd have like a rock, I guess, throw, and then it'd do like this.
I know. I was
Like, can you do it on the screen right now?
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I don't know.
You're like, this is network TV in 2018.
Yeah, you think it would look better. Or big gas explosion.
Or not even worry about it.
Yeah, just show whatever
Just
it is.
show the rock
It may have
hitting
been
the
a little,
ground.
It may have been a bad little gunpowder thing they were flinging in. That's for real, but
and it was
just
very
looked
sad.
terrible.
It
Yeah,
looked very
terrible.
sad. We love Wonder Woman, especially the 70s version, and that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, I did.
Their effects.
When she would spin around and
Yes, they
explode.
went like a weird
We'll show that
splash.
right here too.
Okay.
So Toad Boy had a lot of problems with it.
Oh,
and
he's a
the Eater.
problem. He's a problem, but somehow he makes it.
Yeah, well, it's his partner that pulls them through.
Yes, Alex.
Yeah.
Connor is the name of the Toad Boy.
Sure.
You're gonna have to learn it because I think he's sticking around.
So yeah, I know. So they had to go to the cafe, find this guy drinking wine.
Yes.
And they got their detour, and it was whether
what was
full
that?
of bull or colorful.
Oh, I like full of bull because it was ribbons. And I like the way that these people in France don't kill the bull. Like, that's very important, not to kill the bull.
Yeah.
Instead, you do this thing and you grab it off the bull's face, which is kind of scary and more fun, I think.
And more acrobatic it looked like from what was going on.
Acrobatic.
It was like a circus show with
Yeah,
bulls.
I'd hate to see like someone get stabbed by the bull horns, but at the same time, I hate to see a bull die every time.
Right.
So, okay.
So, I didn't see Ferdinand. Maybe Ferdinand should be in the
Oh, that
French.
could be our sponsor for today's episode.
Brought to you
Ferdinand.
by. So practically everyone did full of bull,
Yes.
except for one team.
Yeah, one team did
The
the
Eaters.
puzzle.
Yeah, and it was an easel
You call them the Eaters, I call them Joey and Tim.
or the team chomp or whatever you want to call them.
Joey and Tim, Joey drinks a lot of water because he's always having a pee-pee.
Well, he has to keep his stomach expanded for his eating. So he said he drinks a lot of water to keep it stretched out so it doesn't shrink up so he can compete.
That's my face for that.
I understand.
I mean, it's great, but still it's like,
Well, Joey and
That's
Tim sounds like one of those cartoons in Highlights magazine.
oh yeah,
That's
it
what
does.
Joey and Tim is.
Joey and Tim, but who's the one in highlights that we do like?
It's Goofus and Gallant.
Goofus and Gallant, show them right here.
Yes. So
They always have a lesson. Oh, I was gonna say your Connor is Goofus. You really don't like him. He is goofus.
He's just, he doesn't add to the team.
No.
So everyone, basically Full of Bull was a time killer. He
Yeah.
just went around this big outdoor coliseum from
beautiful.
Roman times
Yeah.
and find the red, white, and blue ribbon and handed it to the judge.
It was beautiful.
Whereas Colorful One, they got lost looking
Yes,
for it.
it was a Picasso painting, I believe.
No. It was Rembrandt.
Oh, a Rembrandt.
Yes.
The bridge. And it had all these little things that you had to like get it a certain way. And these boys had the biggest, hardest time opening the painting.
Because the lock at the top.
yeah, there's a little.
Yeah. Which I don't think I would have thought of either. So.
I don't think I would have either. But
Oh well.
you would hope for some help. Anyway, we have to finish.
So yes, because it's late. Look,
Because
it's almost
it's late.
nighttime.
We're getting night.
So they did that. Everyone that went through the bowl went on to the pit stop, and Team Chomp was the last to cross the line.
Team who?
The Team Chomp, Tim and Joey.
Oh, you call him Chomp?
That's what they're all in the show.
Oh,
and
that's a ridiculous name. I didn't even know that.
Team
okay,
Eaters.
so who came in first was
the lifeguards.
Oh, the lifeguards, yes.
Can you believe that?
No, because they were having some trouble, but they did so well in this
from
last
worst to first.
worst to first. And guess what there was?
What?
Proposal.
Oh yes. Well, and Phil tried so hard to prompt him. Oh, what a romantic thing I have for you.
Yes.
And
I mean, I think they did pre-plan it. Like if they won something, that's when he would do it.
Because it's not like they're going to win a lot. But
This might be it.
yeah. So they were there at Team Extreme, which came in right on their heels with second
Yes,
place.
we love that. I love Team Extreme. Love.
And did you see their expression when they figured out before she
figured it out? Yeah, she's like, this is
Awesome.
happening. Ooh, this is happening. This is happening. Ooh,
And then the
this
firemen
is
showed up.
Yes.
And they got to
The
see
twins.
it too. The twins, yeah.
Yeah,
Which,
and they-
surprisingly, they were in third place. Like I said, they're my dark horse.
They are your dark horse, actually.
And then Yale, Toad Boy and his friend.
She had her tooth fixed.
Yes, she
which
got it
was
over in a
amazing.
break.
Like in a break. You know what? They should fix Henry's tooth too. Even though it's not broken, it might need a little fixing.
And then
I'm a tooth
Jody
snob.
and Jess.
Yeah.
Cody and Jess.
Cody and Jess fell behind.
They were next to last.
Yeah, and you know what?
And it makes it looks like next week
Looks
is when
like-
they start playing dirty because they are desperate.
Yeah, because they are dirty on Big Brother, so I think their dirtiness comes out.
And then the violinist who they're letting their
Trevor and Chris.
yeah
What are they letting?
They're
They're
letting
letting
out
they're letting out how
personalities more.
Yes, they are. Yeah, one calls the other one Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
So, and they even said you're gayer than me or whatever,
Which
which
they-
you should never really say. Like gay people should know that.
Well, you're gayer than me.
But I'm gay and you're
No, no.
not.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I mean, what if I wasn't gay and you were gayer than me? That'd be awesome. Can you be gayer than me? No, not possible.
Well, you can talk to some of my friends.
Yeah, they probably think you
Anyway,
are.
and then the eaters came in last. It was very funny. Phil must have gotten into the puns because he goes, "Oh, I know it's a little hard to stomach," and they look at him. He goes, "Too soon?"
That is funny.
And I guess they replied, "I guess we won't be wieners today." Phil."
Wieners today, Phil. Yep. So they're having a good time with their sexuality now.
No, that wasn't them. It was the eaters then.
I know,
said
but maybe they have sexuality that they want to explore. Who knows? Anyway,
that. Anyway, so
I was
that's
just happy Evan's tooth was fixed because that was my biggest worry. So bye-bye.
Bye basketball and the eaters.
Bye-bye basketball and eaters.
So I don't dislike
boy
anyone so far,
No, me neither.
except for Toad Boy.
You dislike him a lot. You think he's worthless, you just said.
I don't think he adds to the team.
Okay, that's almost worthless.
And when they won
No?
that leg of the race, he goes, "I haven't won anything in a long time. This feels nice."
Ooh.
And he's a racer.
Okay, I'm glad he's won something. So next week, let's talk about that real quick. They bring back one of my favorite things is the phones.
The room full of phones.
The room full of phones, and you have to find out which one's ringing. It's so funny.
And then you have to memorize the message that they tell you and go and report it, if I remember correctly,
Yes,
how that one
it
ran.
was so. That's one of my favorites. Okay.
Okay, and one last thing. So I looked, based on our conversations we had a couple of times about are the non-elimination legs floating as they assign. There was an interview about 3-4 years ago with the two executive producers, and they say 1 month before they actually start the race, they have to turn in the whole course with everything pre-planned into the CBS lawyers, and the CBS lawyers sign off on it. And they can't change anything unless an act of God comes in.
Okie dokie.
So the non-elimination legs are locked in prior to them starting the race.
Oh, that's good to know. So now we know that they don't just whimsically
Right.
say, okay, this is a non-elimination.
Right.
Wow, that's so lucky. That's good to know. So that does help the suspense for me.
And I'm going to put a link into the comments on the YouTube page, so you can read the article if you'd like to.
And thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. We are getting more and more every week. We're becoming super popular, it seems
And
like.
share this. And just like we only have like 5 weeks left of
this.
Amazing Race, and then we basically have a couple of weeks off till we go into Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Pole dancing's coming up still.
I know, we're doing it.
All righty, well,
Thanks.
stick around. Thanks. See
Bye.
you next week.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching the
James and Greg Show. Hope you enjoyed this episode. You know what we need you to do now?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And then share this, like it, and comment on each video.
Yeah, you'll see lots of special guests.
Yeah, and watch our episodes. We do recaps of your favorite shows. We have little adventures, and we have special guests.
And sometimes we're funny.
Subscribe.